Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. I'm Bren. Welcome to Trades by Bren. We are short and we're doing well. The market's selling off and we're happy to be short. So that's how we do it on this beautiful Tuesday. I hope you're doing well. Let me check my levels real quick here.
I'm living in this world.
It's bright and early.
Troubles all around. Trying to build
All
a
right.
place to live and set freedom right now. Begging you, Jesus, come see about
All right.
me.
Let's see here. Looks like we're sounding good. Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. Check 1, 2. Checking my levels. Checking my levels. Checking my levels. Yes. Sounding good. Sounding good. Sounding good. Sounding good. Yes. Sounding good. Sounding great. All right. Level sounding good. I hope you're doing well. My name is Bren. I'll be your host. We're going to take a travel through the financial world. Bears and the bulls. We've got to sell off. It's pretty intense. So it would make sense to find some buying. Bulls failed here. Tried but failed. Bears were like, F you, right? That's an FU candle right there. And then we got some more selling here. But now we're starting to see some buying. Now, I'm short. So if you're short and you see this, it's hard to stay short because your position's going against you. Will I win? Will I lose? Who knows? But I can only interpret the chart based on my way of seeing things. And based on my way of seeing things, this is a downtrend. We connect the highs. Right, let's connect to that high with that high. This is the open, right? And I'm looking at each close and making a decision based on what I see. So based on what I see, we're moving down, obviously. And based on the electronic trading hours, we're about 12 points below the exponential moving average, which is average price. Blue line on my chart. Jonesy, what's up, dude? Welcome to the chat. Shout out to everybody streaming in. I hope you're doing well. You know, we do this Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 a.m. Life is good. I hope you're doing well. Let us know where you're streaming in from. 3 rules of the chat. 3 rules of my chat room. 1, introduce your city and yourself upon entering. Just say who you are and where you're from. It's a room. You're entering a room. Have some social skills, right? Number 2, positive vibes only. No exceptions. No exceptions. And number 3, talk to each other. Encourage each other. Don't just talk to me. Why? Because we're building a community, baby. All right, so here's what I would expect. If we're in a strong downtrend, which this is, right? You see all those bear bars? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a lot of bear bars. Let's count them. 9 consecutive bear bars. That's intense. That's extreme, okay? So that shows strong selling. In fact, very strong selling, okay? It's a rare that you see that. So it's not super common. Okay, so usually what'll happen, because it's so obviously bearish, okay, is that when you get attempts from the bulls, now we could see these as attempts from the bulls, right? Usually what happens when that happens is that bears sell it because they're confident. This shows you confidence that traders think the market's going lower, right? Why would they keep selling lower and lower and lower unless they thought the price was going lower? Obviously, they think it's going lower, right? So when the price goes up, usually traders will sell that until something serious happens from the other side. Does that make sense? So another way of looking at this is you draw your trend line, which is this red line, right? Okay. And then usually if the trend is strong, which this is, right? 10 consecutive bear bars, crazy. Okay. Anytime you have a pullback, at least the first 2 or 3 pullbacks, right? That's pullback. You'll get trend continuation. Okay. So we had that happen once here. Okay. So if you're trying to enter into a strong trend and you see a pullback, it's usually a good entry, right? This is my entry. I call an FU candle, right? It's not a really, really strong FU candle, but if you put this one with this one, then it's definitely an FU candle. Okay. And you have to consider this is the open of the day. Okay. So if the market opens right here where that line is, and immediately there's bears waiting to sell on the first 5-minute candle, and then the second 5-minute candle, look, it's about it's almost twice the size of the first one, right? There's even more bears selling that, right? That shows you that the bears are still confident we're going lower. Okay. Now, every time we get one of these, pull back. Okay. It's like points on a scoreboard. Like I'm telling you guys, the bulls have some points on the scoreboard. Okay. But you can read the opposite side of the trade in 2 ways. One, you could say, okay, this is the bears getting downward motion, right? And these are the bulls barely struggling, right? Like, look at this relative to this, right? Not even close. Okay. Or you can say the bears are in control. The bulls aren't doing shit. This is just profit taking because the market goes down and down and down. And then bears know they need to start taking some profits. So they start taking partial profits. They don't take all their profits. They're still selling, but they're taking partial profits, and you could consider a pullback that. So there's 2 ways to read it. Okay, so, and then look what just happened. Do you see that? That's intense. That's really intense. That's really intense. So that's good. So if you notice that, you got to watch very closely what happens on these candles. Do you guys see how extreme the selling is? Immediately, as soon as the bears got 2 bars on the chart, look at how strong the selling is right now. Okay, so you know, I was a little concerned because you get in and then your position goes against you. I got in here and then we didn't really do what I wanted at all. Okay, so I'm just sitting here waiting around. Goes against me 1 candle, goes against me another candle. Okay, so it's frustrating. And I also did not get the best entry. But trading is not about being perfect. Okay, no. Now you see, buying again, but this is just volatility. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. The bears look strong, and until the bulls do something convincing, we're bearish. That's a good way to read the chart. Okay, it's a good way to read the chart. Now I don't know what's gonna happen. Let me be very clear. Shout out to Celio. Shout out to Aquino. What's up? Welcome back, guys. Shout out to Jonesy. Shout out to Claudio. Welcome back. Welcome back. Appreciate you guys being here. I just moved into a new house. I'm in a brand new house, and my setup's a little different. So if I sound different, and if I look different, it's because I literally moved in to a brand new house last night. So still getting things set up. This is the first live stream from the new house. Okay, so we've got buyers down here. We found buyers down here once. We found bars down here twice. We also found bars down here 3 times, actually. So this will be 4 times. Which, it doesn't look good for the bears, right? It looks like we may have found support here. I mean, look, that's showing that we found support. It's crazy. There was this intense sell-off right there. And as I was calling that out to you, I'm like, oh, look, the bears are selling. But look, now the opposite's happening. So that's trading for you. That's trading for you. The second you think you're confident, the second you think you know what's happening, goes and does the opposite. That's 100% trading for you. So we may need to reverse. We don't know what we're going to need to do here, but good morning to you. Let us know where you're streaming in from in the chat. We'll give you a shout out. Now let's make the bear in the bull case. Bull case would be lower low double bottom here, right? Or a wedge. That's a form of a wedge because we had 3 pushes down. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we found a bottom. So that's the bull case. Okay. Bear case is minor pullback, maybe a major minor pullback. I will call that a major minor pullback, maybe. Although look, did you notice this candle had buying the entire time and now it's closing on its high? That's not good for the bulls. Very good for the bears, not good for the bulls. So the test right here is, what will the bears do here? Everything's going to come down to this candle. Reasonable to think that we'll get a test of the low. Okay. And that the bears that we're selling up here are like, hey, great price, let's sell again. But you never know. Celio saying, do I know any reasons for the selling today? Yeah, they're selling because there's been selling, right? So you get a sell-off and there's Celio, it's called momentum, man. You know, bears start selling, them it attracts more selling and everyone follows the herd, right? It's like a big pack of sheep. Okay, so this is obviously much different than this and this. Yes? You guys see that? Okay. But look at how strong selling is. The real test is what happens down here. Okay. Two minutes and 58 seconds on this candle. Now pay attention to how long the candle is selling, right? So do we keep going down and keep going down and stay, right? You switch to a shorter time frame and you can see. Okay, so that's the first half of the 5-minute candle. And then this is the second half of the 5-minute candle. So it spent the first 2 minutes of the candle selling off, right? Almost no tail. Okay, so that's good. That's bearish. Now, what are the second 5 minutes going to do? You want to be able to think in multiple time frames. My target's down here. I'm not attached. We may get it. We may get stopped out. Totally fine either way. I did not get the best entry, as I said. This is obviously a support zone, but here's the thing. We're in a strong downtrend, right? And we had a strong sell-off yesterday. We had a decent sell-off yesterday. I don't know how strong it was, but this was overnight, right? This was 2 a.m. So we've just been selling off. Now look at the exponential moving average. Look at the blue line. Ever since here, ever since 2:50 a.m., bears have been selling at or below the exponential moving average. Okay, so simply put, bearish. Simply put, bearish. I will consider getting out break even because there seems to be buyers here, but I want to see what happens on this candle. So I'm going to reduce my risk a little bit and I'll bring my stop here. Okay, this was my initial stop. And honestly, my stop should have stayed there, but I want to give myself a little more time too. No rationalization. Stop should have stayed there. Okay, so this candle selling off, selling off, selling off, selling off, selling off. Okay, check back on that 2 minute. Okay, now do you see both of those candles? So this gives us a sell signal here. Okay, but you can also make the opposite case and look at how it's alternating candles, right? Bear bull, bear bull, bear bull. So always two ways to look at any chart. Always wait, at least 2 ways to look at every chart. There's always a lot of, more than, probably like 100 ways to look at any chart, to be honest. So here's the thing. Here's what I'm thinking when the market's like this, guys. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking 2 things when the market's in a strong trend like this. First thing I'm thinking is momentum means now notice this candle closed below all the candles to the left. Good for the bears. Good morning to you. I'm comfortable holding short after this. Close below all the candles to the left. But, looks like there's buyers down here, right? We're moving into some sort of support zone. I don't know what we're hitting. Okay, so it's just a range over here. You got prior lows, prior bottoms. I see. That was a big breakout point getting tested. So was it Celio asking about the sell-off? Yeah. Okay, so Celio, the thing when it's selling off, the thing to ask is not necessarily why. I mean, it's entertaining, to know why. But do you want to be entertained or do you want to make money? You know what I'm saying? So the thing to do is like the question asked is not why, but not why it's doing what it's doing, but how should you trade it, right? Like how to actually make money, right? Based on what it's doing, based on what you see it's doing. So Celia, pop quiz. I'm singling you out, dog. I'm singling you out, dog. When the market's selling off like this, okay, how do you make money? Huh? What do you do? What's the move? Just like to make sure my lines are real precise. Put us here. 1, here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Again, watching the candle. This is one of the things I've been learning lately, guys, if you're curious, okay? I started with just trying to learn how to read a chart and let the chart tell me what it's doing and just understand, right? Understanding basics, the basics of price action. Okay, that's what I started with. Then I learned how to identify my setups, right? And then how to manage the trade, how to place my stop, how to set my profit target. You have to set up rules for yourself for all that stuff. You can't be making it up on the fly, otherwise you're screwed. And then later, you know, after a few years now, what I'm learning how to do is pick up on the subtleties and the nuances, right? So that's like the more recent thing I've been practicing and learning, which is like, okay, how do I make sense of like how the candle kind of dances? Because how the candle moves, this is a 5-minute chart, right? So each candle's 5 minutes. So what happens during that 5 minutes, kind of watching it dance, so to speak, will give you all kinds of information, like right now, right? So we're seeing that the first 30 seconds of the candle, right? To your right of your screen, you can see the countdown timer. So we're about to close the first minute of this 5-minute candle, okay? So by looking at this candle and watching what it's doing in the first minute, I can see that we're basically just kind of going sideways. We're not really moving, right? And that's minute 1. Okay, if I switch to a 1-minute chart, I can see, yeah, that's exactly what just happened, right? That's what that looks like. A minute of just kind of going sideways. Okay, and then we switch back to the 5-minute and we say, okay, what's happening now? So now we're heading into the second minute of the candle. And now there's some buyings coming in, right? Okay, and then let's wait till we get to minute 3. Yeah. Okay, so now we did minute 1, we did minute 2. Minute 2, we had some buying and then some selling. So mostly more sideways, but there's some more buying coming in. Switch to a 1 minute candle, you can see that was that, right? You saw it, but you saw it on a 5 minute candle, right? So this is sort of implied movement, right? It's called implied movement. What you're seeing on the 5 minute implies what's happening on a 1 minute. Okay. So you want to be able to make sense of like these little gyrations. If you want to make sense of it, you don't have to. You can just set your profit target. You can just wait for your setup, wait for your pattern, set your profit target and your stop loss appropriately according to your rules and procedures, and then just let the chips fall where they may. That's the best for most traders, I gotta be honest. I had a month where I just did that, and then I left. I left the house for an hour or two. And I came back and I had one of the best months. I had my best month ever, actually. That was last January. Okay. So that's just set it and forget it. Trust your stop loss and your profit target. That takes a lot of discipline though. In this game, not doing shit is harder than doing shit. That's reality. How great are these beats though, guys? Big bear breakout. The question is, what happens here? I'm gonna draw another profit target based on this breakout. Okay, so if I drew a profit target based on this breakout, okay, it puts us right at that same spot. So I'm comfortable with that profit target. Although I want to see follow through, but I'm probably just getting anxious, honestly. This is the initial PT. We'll leave that there. Great dance moves. Decent trader. I think the trading's okay, but his dance moves, oh my god. Trading, it's okay. Dance moves, amazing. Okay, so one possibility is that this is a climactic end of trend, right? And I think that's possible. So if I see like a big breakout to the upside, I would consider reducing my risk on this trade again. Right, but I'm watching this guy and I want to see what happens. We're gonna watch this guy and see what happens. That guy. Again, switching back to the 2 minute, you have consecutive bull bars. Okay, so now we're in a channel pattern. And that's typical. So you had a strong trend, which is a tight channel, right? Tight channel because it's skinny. You should probably call it a skinny channel. Yeah, skinny channel. Then the channel gets fatter. So we're going from skinny channel to fat channel. And that's what happens as the trend slows down, right? It starts eating more and more. And then it starts getting fatter and fatter, and then it starts slowing down. That's not what I want to see. Right? Strong buying coming in. Strong buying coming in. It's like, fuck. Absolutely not what I want to see. Okay, so the bulls got to break out. What? And we're gonna take a couple points on that. Okay, so I think I won. I think I got 1 or 2 points profit on that trade. So will we continue to sell off? We might. Okay, but what I want to see is I want to see how the bulls react. Sorry, correction. I want to see how the bears react to this buying. And do you see how strong this buying is coming in? Do you see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive bull bars? You have a possible wedge, right? This is now a lower low double bottom or a wedge. So I took a couple points profit on that because I'm like, you know what? I think we may have found a bottom. And one of the things I told you guys was that this is a possible climactic end of trend. Do you see how strong this is? A lot of times trends end with a big breakout, right? And this screws up new traders. When I was a brand new guy, when I was a noob, right? This would screw me up because I would see all this strong selling and I would say, hey, we're going down, baby. And I would get short here, right? And I didn't understand that breakouts are climaxes and climaxes are breakouts, right? So the end of trends, essentially, the end of trends. Usually a trend ends with like a really strong push. Okay. And so I really didn't understand that yet. So like those used to screw me up. Now, getting out with a couple points profit there was a good move because we just have to wait and see what's happening, right? We're going to have to wait and see what kind of damage the bulls can do here and if the bears are going to sell. But if I enter and I take drawdown, right? And then we get a few points past my entry and then we start reversing again. I'm like, I think I may have missed something. Now, another possibility is that we had a strong trend, okay? And as I was just mentioning, now the trend is just weakening. So we're going from a tight channel to a broad channel, or a skinny channel to a fat channel, or a weak trend, a strong trend rather, a strong trend, okay? Strong trend, right? Look at that, just going straight down, free fall, okay? Almost no bull bars, just straight down, okay? Going from a strong trend to a weaker trend, okay? So then we still head down, but then you get deeper pullbacks and it looks more like a zigzag than just a straight drop, okay? And if that starts to happen, if you start getting deep pullbacks, as you guys can see right now, it doesn't make sense to be trading with the trend and entering at new lows, which is what you do in a strong trend. When you move from a strong trend to a weak trend, there's two types of trends, strong trends and weak trends. When the trend becomes weak, at least for me, my strategy is typically to change the way I'm trading it, because that I like to do what the institutions are doing. I like to do what you see happening on the chart. I'm trying to be in line with what's happening on the chart. And what's happening on the chart is that when the trend weakens, traders go from selling new lows to selling pullbacks, right? Or selling reversals. So look what happened here. For example, look what happened here, right? Traders sold here, okay? So you can see that the bears were expecting move down, so they got short, but that didn't really work out. You can see that doji here, okay? And they tried again, and then they failed, okay? So right here marked a transition point. which is right after I entered. Okay. So that's why it's really important on the open, right? We're here in the open to be ready for a lot of changes, to be ready for this shifting sands. Like it looks one way and then it looks completely different. And then suddenly it looks the other way. And it's just a lot of movement. It's extremely dynamic. You totally got to be ready for that on the open. Options Haven. Yes, I'm funded with Top Step. If you guys want to trade with Top Step like myself, you can check out the link in the description. That's helps support the channel also. You get a discount. You get a discount. And I get a little something. So if you appreciate the stream, consider that. And you're interested in Top Step, consider that. Are you funded? Yeah. Where's that cert? There it is. That's what I was looking for. Life is good, baby. Hope you're doing well. I'm Bren. This is Trades by Bren. We're having a good time. So since I entered, just to review here, right? I entered up here. Right after these consecutive bear bars on the open, which for me is a valid entry signal. And then since then, okay, we went down, we went up, we went down, and we went up, and we've basically been right around here the entire time, okay, for the past 40 minutes. So now we have a pullback, trend continuation. I don't like it. This looks more like a trading range to me. This looks like a trading range to me. Which means I probably want to buy down here, right? Or sell up here. Or buy or sell above or below any candle, right? Like, you could buy down here. You could sell up here. Insane that the market's just going sideways for forever, man. Let's look at the daily chart. This is the daily chart. Okay. This is where we're at. So why are we finding buyers down here? Well, I wonder. Guys, see that? Support zone. Moving average. Acting as support. Now we're below support. So there will be buying pressure most likely. I mean, look what happened every time we got down here. Unless the bears are able to pull off something, you know, something crazy. But now I'm looking to get long, honestly, after looking at the daily chart. This would be a reasonable long for me. I want a good signal. I think at the moment it's just wait and watch. It's hard to do that, but one of the hardest things in trading is just sit and do nothing. Another possibility, right, is that we actually come down and test this trend line, right? Or like, you know, one of these lows. We could be coming down and test any of these lows, or our lows, right? Okay, so bear's getting a trend continuation, but 40 seconds. Did that fix it, guys? That should fix it. Okay. Now we're good. Sorry about that, friends. Just moved in a brand new house. What's up? We should be back in business now, right? Yep, we're back in business. If it freezes again, guys, just let me know in the chat. Okay, it's freezing again. Maybe that fixes it. Trying to trade at the same time as managing the stream. Very difficult. I think I fixed it. Yeah, looks like I fixed it. Okay. Just a little laggy. Wow. Not that I fixed it The beats are hitting hard, right? The video's lagging, but the beats are hitting hard. Okay. I just keep lowering the quality of the stream, and I think that's all that's needed. But I've got a control panel here, and I'll just lower it like all the way. Hopefully we're good. If not, whatever. Sorry guys, brand new house. Just moved into a brand new house. So, okay, so we just did a little scalp trade here. We tested a little scalp trade. We said, okay, we're gonna buy one tick above this guy, right? And we use a 3 point profit target. Right, because the ATR is 4.6. We actually got 4. So that would put our target here. Okay, so that works. So that's how you trade a trading range. You buy above or below, right? One tick above or below. And the big breakthrough I made recently is just starting to understand my own strategy better, which is that a doji is a 1 bar trading range. So all we did there is we bought above this candle because we were right here. So I said, okay, 1 tick above. So we buy here, okay? And then we use the ATR minus 2 ticks, 4. Boom. That's how you trade that. I'm gonna take myself off screen and see if that fixes that. I don't think that'll make a difference, to be honest, but
Black Eagle.
see if that helps. Take it off. Video background. Yeah. And again, you can scalp again. So that's a decent, that was a workable scalp. Okay, so let's try another one. Same thing, recent low, put the tick 1 tick, put the entry 1 tick below, go for the ATR. ATR is 5. So we'll go for, well, it's 5.3, so we'll go for 5. Okay, so same thing, entry here, we're doing a little test, entry here, exit here, stock goes down here. It's actually a 1-to-1 trade. That's reasonable. Holy crap.
Black Eagle.
What the fuck?
Where did I go wrong? I must have done something. I must have done something wrong to be left here with such a lonely
What? Pull, pull, pull. All right, all right, all right. Come, we're in, baby. Encoder. It's a trick.
something that we take on day by day. Every day that I don't pick up that drink, I beat the devil.
Disruptive.
I beat the devil.
Come on, baby. 239 on the candle. Couple ticks from our profit target. We bought at the bottom of the, well, near the bottom of the trading range. We didn't get the best entry, but we bought below a prior low, which was fine. We bought one tick below a prior low. We are now one tick from our profit target. Being real patient. The market loves to come up and like kiss that profit target and then tease you, right? Just like that, exactly. Just come right up next to it and just tease you, like not fill it, right? It happens all the time. Just kiss it and then run. Kiss and run. Call that a kiss and run. I'm willing to wait. 122. And we did it. Ow! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Use the daily chart for context. Okay, so quick review. Use a daily chart for context. First, we got short, expecting a move down, right? Initially, I got short here after 2 consecutive bear bars on the open. That is a reasonable entry for me. And then you look to the left and you can see a metric fuck ton of selling, right? Like just a strong sell-off since, 2 a.m. or something like that, Pacific, okay? So that was a reasonable short here. However, after all that down, the market's going to find a bottom eventually, right? Obviously, it's going to find a bottom eventually. It's not going to go down forever. So we waited and watched. We saw this and we were open. We were in the position. The position went against us. We didn't panic. Smart move. And then we got this big move down. And I said, you know what? That looks like a climactic end of trend. Oftentimes, the end of a trend is the biggest bars in the series of bars. Trend is a series of bars, right? Breaking out to the downside, moving in a direction. And when you see like a disproportionately large pair of bars like this looks like a climactic end of trend. So I'm like, okay, that's possibly the end of the trend. So then we went up and then we got 2 consecutive bear bars. I'm like, maybe not, but then that was enough to have me get out. We took a couple points win on that, which was great. So we got it wrong, but we didn't get the move down we wanted, but we got the position right. And we managed that trade properly, which allows us to get 1 or 2 points on that, which is fine. Okay. So that's how you exit skillfully. Then we watched and we saw that the profit, that the market went